Yo, what is going on, guys? I want to talk about the trade deadline. I want to talk about the things that didn't happen, but I kind of want to talk about a couple things, about the positions, talk about, obviously, what happened throughout the trade deadline, which was a really busy day for the NFL. So let's get straight into the trade deadline news.
Because I've seen enough horror movies to know any weirdo wearing a mask is never friendly.
What is going on, guys? It's your boy Joey SHAKESQUAD coming, guys, with a video right now. So the trade deadline, 10 transactions for the day, and or more than that. I think it was 10 or more, and that was actually in NFL history for the trade deadline. That was the most transactions. And I think this is a time where teams, remember back in the day, like this used to not be a time where you barely saw trades, like barely made one or maybe two. But, man, it's starting to change by the year, and I absolutely love it, okay? The Philadelphia Eagles, there was a lot of buzz around the Eagles on getting a running back, and we were kind of really excited about it. And for some reason, the Eagles made nothing happen, and there's a reason for that. I thought there was a good chance the Eagles had Kareem Hunt. Jamal Williams was a new target for the Eagles on the Lions, which Jamal Williams is fantastic. That's an out-of-left-field move. I didn't think that was going to happen, and it didn't, but I'm glad they even tried. I haven't heard any news on what the Eagles want to give up, why the trade didn't work out. I guess we'll find out. I guess, in a day or two or down the road, I will report on that if I find out any news about why they didn't go after Kareem Hunt or whatever. The Kareem Hunt news came out later that Kareem Hunt was staying in Cleveland, and I don't think it was up to him. I think the ownership just said, let's keep him here. And he will be a free agent next year, most likely. This is the last year of his deal. After Miami made all those big moves on getting Bradley Chubb, they get rid of Edmonds, their running back, and then they trade for a running back in Jeff Wilson. I was like, cool, good. Then the Bills, that have had running back rumors pretty much the past couple weeks, they didn't go after Kareem Hunt, no Jamal Williams, none of that. They got Nyheim Hines from the Colts, which a very good running back, okay, could play special teams, could be a very good running back for them. And then I said to myself, holy crap, the Eagles are sitting still by themselves right now, depending on what other teams do, to go after the guy that they want. Cam Akers was still out there, and Cam Akers was still up for trade with the Rams. Kareem Hunt was available, apparently. Jamal Williams was, apparently there was a couple teams after him. It didn't name who was after him, but Jamal Williams I would have been so happy just to get him. But the Eagles backed up, backed away, and nothing happened, okay? Eagle fans were pissed off, and I understand it, but guys, like when people were saying in my live stream earlier, and they were saying that, this isn't fair, and people were pissed off at Howie. Like, excuse me. We have been spoiled the past couple off seasons already. What more do you want? It's not like the Eagles didn't make a move by the trade deadline, okay? The Eagles made a trade for Robert Quinn, and they're paying Robert Quinn a little over $700,000 for the year. Took away 2 years off his contract. They're paying a guy like that a little over $700,000. That is it for the year. Okay? There was people saying fire. I mean, these Eagle fans, I got to say, and I'm very realistic with what I say, that some of these guys are the most ungrateful fans I've ever seen in my life. Like, you're sitting at 7-0 right now. Howie Roseman has given these coaches a silver platter, gold platter, diamond-plated plattered roster right in front of them, using these guys to their full ability, and you're mad at Howie for not making a damn trade. Come on now. Because it was the last day, and it was the deadline the last day by 4 p.m., and the Eagles did. Look, I said in my stream, if they don't make a move, I am totally fine with it. You know what I mean? If it isn't broke, don't fix it. You have a running back core that's really good. Okay? You should be focused on, if the Eagles should be focused on something, it's special teams. It's getting this special teams coordinator and Michael Clay that needs to get fired to get these guys blocking better, protecting their specialists, their return specialists, and Covey is just way too raw right now. I haven't seen a step forward from Britton Covey. I haven't. Boston Scott was with the Saints, and he played special teams, a Darren Sproles 2.0 type player that has played punt return and kick return for the Saints, has never played that position in Philadelphia. I have no idea why, and it's enough that he doesn't get many carries throughout this whole year, and when he doesn't, they don't put him at special teams. Okay? I don't know what they're doing here. You don't even give Devon Allen a chance. Devin Allen doesn't even get a chance. But since you moved up Britton Covey 3 times to the active roster, you can't do anything. So once you put him back down the practice squad, they can't move him up anymore. That's it. It's over with. Obviously, unless he gets injured and comes back, it's a different story. But if they move him down the practice squad, he can't come back. He's already been moved up 3 times. Okay? And that's really not my biggest fear, but at the same time, you got to think, third part of our game is special teams. There's going to be a game where Covey could make a mistake. It could cost us the game in the playoffs. It can cost us a game during the regular season. He's muffed about, 2 punts already. I don't think his tracking is perfect. Okay? And he was one of my favorites. I'm not going to lie. He was one of my favorites. As an undrafted free agent from Utah, he was one of my favorites coming in for the Philadelphia Eagles for special teams. And unfortunately, didn't work out. Heard great things during training camp, but when it came to real football and not joint practices, because why Nick values that a lot more, I don't know. It just didn't sit well with me. And he's still a starter right now. So if that's what they want to do, I'll support it, and I'm totally fine with it. But hopefully this doesn't bite us right in the butt, because I feel like it will at some point, and mistakes will be made. And look, maybe I'm going to be wrong. Maybe Britton Covey's going to break out sooner or later. But the way he runs into piles, and the protection's horrible as it is. So I got to put some blame on the special teams coordinator and how he's using these blockers. Are the right guys on the field? Are they stout? It just seems like one of the weakest positions, and that's special teams. Number 2, if you want to go after something, at this point, go after a backup safety. I was totally fine with that too, because with if Marcus Epps gets hurt, Gardner Johnson gets hurt, where are you going to turn to? I honestly don't know where you're going to turn to when you lose a safety. Okay? So the last thing I'm really thinking about is a running back right now. You got Trey Sermon on the roster. Okay? You literally we're like, oh, Eagles want to trade for him, and they wanted to trade for him when he was on the 49ers so badly. I was like, damn, gotta get him. They acted like trading for him, they were going to play him every game or something. Then the 49ers release him off waivers. Eagles get through the waiver wire, and they pick him up. They use him 2 times in the Jaguars game in Philadelphia, in that rainy, crappy game that we had. And we did nothing. Other than that, that was it. That's all we've seen of Trey Sermon. He hasn't been active ever since. Your best bet right now is to hurry the hell up and get this guy acclimated and get this guy ready for these games. If that's what you want to do, because you don't want to throw Trey Sermon into a game late in the season or right when we start the playoffs, don't change it. You want to get him in there slowly as possible, give him some carries, give him some reps. Obviously, if Trey Sermon signs the active roster, you got to let somebody go, whether it's Teron Jackson or somebody at this point. Teron Jackson would probably be the only player that I released just because I can't take away from defensive tackle, linebacker, safety, corner. There's just no other position I could take away from right now. There's no other position unless they want to sit Andre Dillard or something like that and Driscoll could take over. I don't know. So decisions are going to have to be made. Use Trey Sermon. And if they don't want to use him, then that's up to the Philadelphia Eagles that they don't want to use him, and I'm fine with that. Because what we're doing is working from this backfield. Yeah, I understand, maybe they don't like a bruiser back as much as we want. But the Eagles, there was nothing really going on with Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt was staying in Cleveland, and I don't think it was his decision. I think the Browns kind of locked him up and said, nah, we're going to change our minds on that. And the Jamal Williams thing We heard nothing. Obviously, when these reports come out later on during the week, or we hear something that the Eagles, what they offered, and then maybe we'll get an explanation why they didn't do it, but I'm not mad about it. Like, how could I be mad about that? How could I be mad about that? I don't get these fans sometimes. Like you're talking about the Phillies are in the World Series right now. They just won their second game. It's 2-1. Like, you know, like it is a great time to be a Philadelphia fan right now. Like, no joke. This is the most perfect spot to be a Philadelphia fan in 2022 of this year. That's how crazy it is. And my face just froze for a second. So people need to chill. People need to relax. I'm not mad that they didn't go at. Look, it was exciting. It was entertaining. It was great. I love speculation. I love rumors. I love talking about things. I love talking football. That's what I love doing. And things sometimes don't work out. Look, at the end of the day, like maybe they wanted more for Kareem Hunt. Maybe they wanted more for Jamal Williams. I have no idea. But I'm glad that Howie is smart. Howie is not going to get fleeced by any team. Sometimes the trade deadline. Look, the Eagles already made a move. They got Robert Quinn. We needed more of an edge. Okay, we needed extra guys on the edge, and Robert Quinn is going to get a lot better. Give the guy a couple games. Guy literally played in Pittsburgh a couple days before. He just got here. Okay, so I totally get it. Guy moves to a different city, needs to go to a different bank, needs to move to a new apartment. It's a lot of stress when a player moves into a new city to play for a different team. You think it's like he just flies over here and, yeah, he's going to play at 100% and get 10 sacks his first game. People need to chill out. I understand we're on a rise. We're excited. We're up above and beyond this team right now that we know it's great. We just got to conserve ourselves a little bit and not point the finger on who to blame for a trade deadline that, yeah, they could have got a depth piece, sure. I would have rather had a depth piece at safety or another returner than to go out and get a running back and spend like two to three picks, whatever it was going to cost. Okay? I just got to have common sense with it. It's like there's people saying fire Howie. I mean, it was crazy. There's some fans that are so yikes. It was like really scary to see, I got to say. And winning is it's toxic because you just want to keep adding. Kind of be like the Rams last year, just add players and add players and add players and add. Like that's all you want to do, but we're not going to deplete our draft capital. Oh yeah, the Eagles could have took those 2 first-round picks and went all out if they wanted, but it's not the smart decision at the end of the day. It's not smart. So that's all I got to say about the trade deadline. I'm fine with what they didn't do because I'd rather save the picks. Whatever is working with this running back core is working, guys. We don't have a losing record. No one can stop our run game. And when we do run, we're dangerous, okay? So people need to chill. People need to relax. And that was our trade deadline for the day. Couldn't have been any happier. Look, it comes, it goes. That's it. Pause. But you know what I mean. The day is over. It's over with. And we move on to bigger and better things. We have a game Thursday night. We got no time to be looking now. Why Howie didn't trade for somebody? Oh, my God. Why is he doing this? Like, people need to stop overreacting to it. So I'm just giving you some realism. I'm just being true. I don't go with the trend of everything. I speak my mind, and that's the way it goes. So I hope you guys enjoyed the trade deadline. I hope you guys just enjoyed the entertainment just from it in general, because I thought it was a really crazy day. And that's it. I appreciate everybody joining the stream. We hit over 1,200 people in one stream, which I've never hit over 1,000 people in a stream ever. So I want to thank everybody, whoever's watching this. If you did join, I do appreciate it. All the new subscribers, all that great stuff. Without you guys, this channel would be absolutely nothing. So I am grateful, and thank you so much for supporting the way you guys do. So other than that, I'll see you guys on the next one. SHAKESQUAD up, follow slide. Peace out, guys. Peace.